Speaking of, we'll move on to that playoff game. I actually watched from, I actually stayed in my perch and actually went and watched, bless my soul, because I probably should have been elsewhere. But anyways, the first half, again, you guys were down big, 19 points as much as.
Yeah, it seemed like in the first half we were trying to move at their pace rather than us controlling pace. And I think we got they had a nice defensive scheme to start the game, and I don't think we knew how to react to it immediately. And we tried to do things individually rather than as a team because guys are just getting frustrated. It's the playoffs. Everything seems to be on the line. So you kind of lose sight of what got you here. What got you there was teamwork and trusting in the other guy. We just kind of went back to playing one-on-one basketball for a while. And again, it's entertaining because we're in the same situation. We're down 18 at halftime on the road, and it's nothing that we hadn't seen before. So, our coaches actually came in just laughing, hey, we're confident you guys are going to pull back and get us back in the game. And we were able to. And we were able to, give it a really good effort, cut the lead down to 4. We knocked on the door a couple times. We just couldn't seem to kick the door in and take control of the game. But, yeah, we hopefully that's something that we'll work on next year is being a better first-half team and giving a complete 40 minutes.
Also, something about going into the meeting in Cedarville, you guys had split your matchups. You won the first, I believe, if I remember correctly, in overtime, and then you lost the second one. Knowing that you have beaten them in the past, did that weigh heavily in your mind, saying, okay, they are the number 2 seed, but we've beaten them, they're beatable, and we can get the job done?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of confidence that we could come into this game and win. We were actually very happy we had Cedarville in the first round. Like I said, we had beat them at our place, and we beat them without Jimmy. Jimmy was out with a rib injury. TJ went down in the first 30 seconds, and he was gone for the season. So we had a lot of adversity to overcome in that first matchup with Cedarville, and we stuck with it as a team. Everybody contributed. Everybody on the bench contributed. It was a team effort victory, and we learned a lot from that game. We learned a lot about ourselves from that game, and so getting that win, we definitely knew that at that point in time, we were equal with Cedarville. I think historically with Plain Park, Cedarville's always had the upper hand, and we've never really been able to beat them much. But even when we went down to their place and lost, we had them. We were up on them at halftime, and we just kind of folded the game up in the last 7-8 minutes at their court, and they just kind of took a nice little lead on us. But even going to their place and having a lead and having them down, we definitely felt we could have walked in yesterday and beat them. I don't think there was any doubt in anybody's mind.
We're going to move back to the second half of the game now. Obviously, that was the comeback. You actually were a very big part of the comeback. I heard the telecast. You hadn't gotten many opportunities from the free throw line, and that was your chance to shine. They highlighted about your, of course, because there was Cedarville announcers. They go, oh, he's a 33% free throw shooter, and you were drilling the free throws.
Yeah, I'd have to say that it was just a very special day. It's not every day I go up to the free throw line and shoot very well, and that's hopefully something I hope to improve on for next season. But yeah, I was given opportunities to get to the bucket, get a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks, which as a result got me fouled as well. And I was just fortunate enough to go up and knock down some big time free throws. I knew those were shots that our team needed. We were down. Just every shot, every possession was crucial. Especially in the playoff game, especially when you're on the road. Every possession counts. You can't think down in your mind. So I just went to the free throw line and just felt, I'm not shooting for myself, I'm shooting for my team. 33% doesn't mean anything to me right now. I'm just trying to get the job done and help us get back into this game. It did just that. Everybody contributed. Everybody was large in the second half. Defensively, I felt our second half defense against Cedarville last night was probably the best defense we had played all season. I really do. I think we held them to 34 points in the second half, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I played a decent role in the second half, but it was a team effort. Everybody was there. Everybody had each other's backs, and we just knew it was on the line. So every possession was significant.
All right. Also, something to consider. Why did I just lost my train of thought? Something that I was going to consider. The second half, you mentioned the pace of play. Now I remember the pace of play. You played their game. It seemed like you guys were just firing threes in the first half. It looked like you guys were making the smarter shot. You guys were taking your time and making the higher percentage shot.
Yeah, like I said, it's intimidating to a degree when you go to Cedarville. I mean, this is a team that shoots amazing from the three-point line. They had a guy that wasn't even on the starting lineup originally. That came #1. That came off the bench. Well, he started the game, but he typically comes off the bench, and I mean, he just caught fire on us. I mean, these are guys that shoot really well. Probably the best shooting team we've gone against all year. So I think, when you go down early at Cedarville and these guys are shooting so well, you come in with the mindset that we got to come down and we got to start getting quick shots up. We got to get three-pointers. We're down, 10 points. We got to somehow cut into this deficit. And rather than taking your time, you still got 35 odd minutes left in the game. Instead of taking your time, you come down and you force a quick shot up. Nobody's in position to even get an offensive rebound. You actually end up putting yourself in a bigger hole than you originally were in. And then the second half, I think we just grip on ourselves and got back to Point Park basketball, what we do best, and that's taking our time, looking for the other guy, getting a wide open look at the hoop, crashing boards, getting rebounds, putbacks, and that's what got us back into the game. That's what carried us all seasons when we stayed together. Like I said, I think for any team, not just ourselves, when you go to Cedarville and you see these guys shooting the trade ball the way that they do, you feel just like, hey, man, we got to start pulling, we got to start getting back in this game with our three-pointers. And when you're forcing three-pointers or you're pressured to shoot three-pointers, you're not going to make them the way you used to. So, in the second half, we just got back to what we did. We got a couple open looks from the three, and we hit them. But yeah, we just got back to playing point for basketball.
Lastly, end of the game sequence. I believe it was Joe Cachette had the three-point shot, and it looked like you guys had another chance to do something, and it got blocked. And then just the whole sequence there at the end where they just made the huge baseball pass for the layup to just pull away. I mean, obviously it was the end to what was a pretty largely successful season.
Yeah, I think there was when we came out the huddle from the timeout. I think there was about 22 seconds left. And,
yeah, we were all excited in that.
Those 22 seconds seemed like an eternity. It really did. You actually kind of lose track of the clock. Joel's had a wide open look at the three-point line and went in and rimmed right back out. And we had another opportunity. We got the rebound. Chris, I think I tipped the ball and Chris got the rebound, and he put it back up. And we felt he got fouled on the putback, but it wasn't called.
Looked like it was a foul, but.
Most times, a lot of people can be upset or stressed about that, but in a college basketball game, playoffs with just a few seconds left on the clock, more than likely the refs aren't going to call, a last-minute foul. So, it was just a bad bounce there towards the end after Chris had missed that layup. The ball bounced and they got a leak out for a wide-open layup. And by the time I look back up at the clock, I'm thinking like, hey, it's okay. We still got about 10 seconds left, but unfortunately, there's just 3 seconds left. We rolled the ball in, and it was over. It was a tough feeling. It just seemed like of all the times we made all those comebacks, it seemed like we were going to get this one. We were going to get back in the game. We were going to come back, and it was just like, wow, it's really over. There is no fairy tale comeback this time. There's no storyline to it. Our season's done, and for a lot of guys, it was hard, especially Joel's. The rest of our seniors. They played their butts off. They gave us everything they had. And so it was tough. It was tough, but I think it's something that we can learn from. I think this is a year where, and our coach said the best had we known who we were at the end of the season, the beginning of the season, a lot would be different. And I hope this is something that my teammates are returning next year, and whatever new guys that we get, can build off of. And I hope this year is something special that our seniors can walk away with. Quickly,
anything else to add?
Yeah, I just want to say I wish the rest of the sports teams at Point Park the best of luck. The baseball season and softball season is about to come up, and we just wish those guys the best of luck. We know the softball team's knocked on the door for the playoffs a couple times. We hope they're able to get in there this year. Like I said, we're all athletes. We're all students at Point Park. We need to be out there and support one another. And we thank everybody who came out and supported us this year, especially the cheerleaders at Point Park.
All right, we are up against a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap the show. I think we're even going to talk about the slam dunk contest. We thank Dante for his time on the show, and this is 670 AM WPPJ.